Hello, hello, hello. So I'm jumping into the Java version of the game, and I'm just wanting to show you something really amazing. This is a mod pack that adds in, well, actually it's not even a mod pack. It's one mod, and I have a couple more installed. It's like a mod pack, as in you have more than one mod installed, but like 90% of this mod is all one mod that adds 12,000 new blocks and models into the game. So not 12,000 each, but 12,000 total between the two, blocks and models, into the game. It is absolutely insane, and it's called Conquest Reforged. Now understand, I do have it installed incorrectly, and if you install it correctly, it would actually look a lot better. And right now I'm just trying to record this video, so I'm not going to spend the time right now at 11 o'clock at night to actually fix this relatively simple issue. Now, maybe I'll do a video on how to install Conquest Reforged, but I'm not entirely sure at the moment. Right now, I just joined the Darwin Reforged server. And let's see if there is a link. There it is, play.darwinreforged.com. Darwin Reforged is a really cool server. And as you can see here, just these trees are absolutely amazing. So many tiny little blocks that you can use to add in incredible amounts of detail into your builds. This is quite incredible. This is one of the craziest mods that I've ever tried out. And here we are, 108 pages of blocks that you can use in your builds, and of course some items as well. And so let's check out one of my favorite sections of the server. And it's not this, it's not this, which is the window section with a bunch of different window designs. It's not even this incredible build here. And by the way, on Darwin Reforged, this server is also quite incredible. The people who build on the server are very talented and creative, and they use blocks in ways that you don't necessarily think about using blocks. And I do believe that the people using this mod pack are incredibly creative, though there is a little bit of a difference between the people who use this mod pack and the average Minecraft builder. These people are really ridiculously good at what they do. So it's not necessarily a fair comparison to judge the base game by this mod pack and this particular community who play on Darwin Reforged and create these amazing ships and builds. This is also one of my favorite sections here, is these ships. There's quite a few ships in this server. There's a lot of ship builders. And don't misunderstand what I said. I'm aware that that word can be difficult to pronounce, but don't put words in my mouth. Thank you very much. Oh, here's another one. Actually, just this entire server is incredible. And this is another one which I find crazy. There's literally, you can almost get inside of it. It's just like a pixel too big. There's monkeys. And there's a whale. More whales, and all sorts of really incredible things. You know, another whale, and just so many really cool designs. And here we are. This is my favorite section, all because this is going to sound crazy, but this is all player scale. Every single vehicle is player scale, and if I had permissions, many of them I'd be able to get on the inside of them and be able to actually sit in this chair. As you can see here, there's actually chairs that you can sit in, and you can sit in them. It's just I don't have permissions in this plot to actually sit in the chair. Let's get inside of one of them. Let's see. Check this out. Literally, you can get inside of here. Now, yeah, you could literally get in, and now I'm in a van. I'm in an RV, and I'm able to go anywhere I want, I guess. And that's just. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is literally player scale, and it has a full kitchen, seats, and a bathroom, and a shower, and a toilet, and there's it's quite ridiculous. And here's a bus. Here's a blue minivan. Oh, it's a Volkswagen as well. You can even tell what kind of car it is. Like that's incredible. Here you have a golf cart, which is also just a bit ridiculous that you can actually tell that this is a golf cart. You have a hot dog truck. Okay, this is taking it too far. Whoever made, then there's even a grill, and oh no, this is just wrong. It's literally player scale dog, like hot dog truck. That's just too good. That's too good. Now let's check out the other thing. Where'd it go? Here, it's over here somewhere. Okay, so it looks like this truck, but it's not. Here it is. Here it is. This truck as well. This is also player scale, and it looks incredible. And it's even carrying a bus. So first off, you can get inside of the bus that this other bus is carrying, and it has beds, and it's, you know, post-apocalyptic hideout. And then this bus, oh, looky here, you literally have, there's a bed, there's a ladder so that you can get up on top and get on the chain gun, and you have a TV, a little shelf, a bag, a radio or a mic, I think it's a microwave, some wine for lonely nights in the apocalyptic wasteland. You got and it's all player scale. Every single one of these vehicles is player scale. You can climb it, get on the inside of it, and there is a spot guaranteed for you to be able to ride inside of it or do whatever. Right, so let's check out, oh, here it is, let's get in this one. You can climb up, and now, yep, this is where you would control it. If that's this is just incredible. I can't really put this across in words just how incredible this mod pack is. And remember, I actually have this installed incorrectly. The textures are not working correctly by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't know how to fix it at the moment. I mean, I guess I could cover it up with shaders. There you go. You know, just makes everything look better. So this will cover up my mistake of not having the textures installed correctly. I'll just tell you what it does. Let me actually turn this off because we don't need shaders in this world. So this right here, the texture is the exact same. You see the repeating pattern. Well, there is a feature in this mod pack which I think I know what it is. I don't have a texture pack. That makes so much sense, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure I just didn't download the texture pack. Wow, I feel really dumb. Oh, oops. Okay, I bet I'm supposed to have the texture pack installed as well, but I don't. So, oops. That's my fault. Okay, so now I know what it is. So hey, I'm a professional, bro. You know. Okay, let's get back to what I was doing. Okay, so let's warp. Let's go to plots. Here we go. Plot H. This is my plot. I have a couple plots on this server. And this is one I did. It's pretty cool. It's a turtle and you know, water, and there's plants, and there's also smoke, and there's some terrain. It's pretty neat. I like it. I'm not gonna really go over it too much because, you know, it's just my plot. But I want to show you some plots that are actually cool, right? Now, actually, I did show you some really cool stuff anyway. So the main thing I'm wanting to show you guys, which is surprisingly hard to find right now, I don't necessarily know if it's because there's not a lot of people who've been on this server recently, which is really sad. This server does not get a lot of love. There's not a lot of people that are on. As you can see here, there's only 8 people online, 7 people online. Let's just say that I'm not even on because technically I'm not. Like, I'm just recording, I'm not even building, so I'm not entirely sure if we should count me being on the server as me being on the server. But here, I think this will be a great example if this is what I think it is. Okay, yeah, I think this is great. This is a great example. This will be a great example. So we've seen some really cool builds, and there's some incredible builds. We have seen some really good builds, but we haven't seen some really good complete plots. So right now, I'm going to show you this plot here, and the reason why is because of these green sections. Now, to sort of hopefully warn you, if any of you have Java, the Java edition of Minecraft, and you want to play this mod, the links will be in the description. But if you play on Darwin Reforged, which is the server I'm on, which is play.darwinreforged.com, if you play in the server, it is a ranked server. So if I go to tab, you'll see that, you know, I have a member rank, and I had to earn that rank. And we have expert, and we have, let's just call it like no rank. So I either have no rank, your member, or your expert. And to get a rank, you have to build a plot, and you have to submit your plot for review. Now that sounds awful because, you know, this is supposed to be a creative building server. People should have the freedom to build, you know, when they want to. But this server is also trying to build better, right? And they want to make sure that their resources are not used for nothing, because they do allow you to build entire worlds. They have worlds. Let me actually use that command. Okay, I don't have permission, but it may or may not exist. But they have entire worlds, like huge builds that have been done using this mod pack. So if you want to be able to build huge things in this mod pack on this server with more than one person, then you basically need to earn it. And this is what you have to go through. You have to submit your plot for review, and it may turn out like this, right, where every green block is a review thing. So let's see. So use painted plank, trapdoors, and slabs instead of whatever this is, to do flags more block options out of them. Yeah, sometimes you get cryptic messages like that. Yeah, so they go through and they really critique, as you can see on this plot. Like, many of you probably are thinking this plot didn't deserve any critiques, but many times they're surprisingly, like, I hate to say it, but they're many times right. But part of that is because they're critiquing it for this server. If you built on a different server and the way that they thought was differently, it might be fine, right? Like that, but this server really cares about realism. Like, this is a realistic building server. So when people build on the server, typically they aim for it to be very realistic. So if you plan to build on the server, I'm trying to get some examples for you before I end the video, because this is pretty close to end of video, but I think you guys will also enjoy some of these critiques. Even on these really good builds, they still get critiqued quite harshly. Okay, this is some notes for the person that's probably going to critique it. Yeah, whenever I go in the server, I get in this really weird mood, by the way, where I start just overthinking everything, but that's just because that's just what this encourages, to be honest. So, okay, I get what he's saying. Like, the field is super manicured. It looks too perfect. So if you would add in some areas like this right here, where it's they didn't grow very well and there's weeds and whatever. The ground here is very flat and a bit rushed. Yeah, I think I understand. Like the plant, I think this was bone mealed. It literally looks bone mealed, so that's not a very good look. The tree is very bulky, that's what he's gonna say. Let's see. The tree trunk is very thick. Consider how small the trees are in real life. So yeah, like this tree actually is just really bulky, but that's just because this person's very new to the mod. I'm sure the person's new to the mod, otherwise they'd be using these blocks for everything. These blocks are legitimately crazy. Okay, let's see. Was this built by the person? The usage of blank feels very bone meal and not a good... Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said. Okay, yeah. So I think this is a great example. Like, this is sort of hard. It feels harsh because it's sort of like, but the person's right. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing for some of these. Yeah. Anyway, I think this is actually a good example of a plot that the critiques are sort of harsh, but they're really good critiques as well. You can add bushes to add shape variation, like this here. Yeah, this is a good example. Yeah, the critiques, I think many of them can be a little harsh feeling, but many times they're right. Sometimes I don't necessarily agree with it, but I think many times they are right. Leave some air between the leaves. Actually, that is a really good tip as well. Leave air between the leaves. I think the reason why is because they're putting it on a sign and they don't have enough space to actually explain anything. So like they really have to do like the Twitter format, like you're only allowed to use like a sentence. So just keep that in mind as well. Like if you build in the server, they are actually quite particular about how you build. And then on top of that, they're not afraid to tell you. At least the people who do these reviews, that's their job. The floor material, okay. With only 2 people in a house this big. See, how big is the house? Okay. It's a stone house. Wait, it's not stone. I could see 2 people living in a house like this, actually. I could, let me think. I'm trying to think about historical stuff. Wait a second. Where is this located? If this is... Okay, sorry, I'm nerding out right now. Okay, so my question is, this is meant to be a town, right? So we have 2 beds. So only 2 people live here. So is it a village? And then the village is taking care of the other stuff. And why isn't there kids? And here we are. And then we have... This is much more dense. Wouldn't the floor be dirt? Anyway, I'm nerding out, but keep that in mind. But yeah, I think this is actually a really good plot example of that they're picky, but they can give some really good advice at the same time. So if you join, be warned, be open to critiques. When they tell you something is wrong, even if they are wrong, because they're not perfect. They can be wrong about how something is supposed to look, right? They can be wrong about history, or they can be wrong about subjective things, of course. If you get a really harsh critique, obviously be humble, realize that they may be right. It's sort of a balancing act, right? You gotta listen and try it out. Try their critique first before you assume that they're wrong. See it for yourself and see, does this make it better or does it make it worse? And give it a try, you know? And if you don't like it afterward, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you. But I think many times they tend to be quite right. Let's see this one. Use more layers. That is actually one of the only things I find a little bit irritating about the server is the layers. Oh my goodness, this gives you so many capabilities. But I've heard people complain about terraforming with snow. This server is like 10 times worse because you have to, like, there's so many layers. Like, this is snow layers. And if you don't have everything detailed, like, there needs to be detail because you have so much freedom. Like, this server pushes you. Like, you can do it. So you better detail it, right? Like, you added it in. There's a house here. You better detail it. There's some terrain right here, right? There's a rock face right here. And you better make sure it looks perfect. You better detail it and make sure it looks great. Because if it doesn't, they're going to tell you about it. And in a way, that's sort of irritating, and it's like, well, Minecraft is a blocky game. If I want to make my build blocky, who's to stop me? You have so many capabilities. You can do so much, right? And this server can push you if you let it. So that's something I find really amazing about this mod pack is it pushes you because you can add details everywhere. You can do it, right? And because you can, at least try it, you know? Anyway, so this mod is amazing, and I don't even have it installed correctly because I don't have the texture pack, which I probably will have to try that tomorrow. But yeah, this is one of my favorite mod packs. It's unfortunate that people don't know about it. It is a mod pack that I have not seen on YouTube enough. So I just thought, you know, to share this with you, even though I typically do Bedrock videos. I hope you enjoyed checking this out, geeking out with me. You know what? I think I should do a live stream of me building some stuff in Darwin Reforged. And we might even go through the critique process as well. And they'll probably notice a bunch of mistakes or a bunch of little things I didn't realize, or block suggestions. And that's really the big one because I don't know the blocks well enough to be able to do this correctly. And this is really pretty town here. Yeah, it's not just good for terrain, like the whole entire, there's 12,000 new things added. Like, you can't memorize all that. Like, what is this? I've never even seen this before. Wooden supports, I didn't even know that existed. There's a diagonal one. What is this? Yeah, it's like it's crazy. Like, whenever I'm trying to look for a block for a build, I just go fly around until I find it and then pick block it, because there's no way I'm finding that, right? In the menu. Like, yeah, I'm just going to scroll down 5 minutes later and get the block I want, you know, just give me a minute and we'll scroll down. And there is a better menu. There is actually a better menu. They added a menu to this, but I don't know how to open it. I messed, and also I think that's another thing I have not installed correctly. They added a menu to make it easier to find blocks, but I don't have it installed correctly, so as I've already established, so I'm unable to open up the really amazing menu that lets you search through similar blocks, which is really cool. I just feel like flying around some more and checking it out, but I think I'll leave that for a live stream because this is meant to be a shorter video. Let's actually see, how long was this video? It's 25 minutes. I think that's a decent amount of time. I got all my points across. I'll be doing the live streams on YouTube, by the way, because my YouTube's actually my internet's decent enough now that I can actually do live streams on YouTube. If you want to get a notification when I go live, just click the notification bell. If you don't want any notifications, don't do it. But if you're wanting to check out some more, and then just subscribe as well. I would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel out. And there's even a join button as well. And what that does is if you press the join button, you're able to pay like a couple bucks a month, like the price of a cup of coffee, actually less than a cup of coffee every single month. And you can support the channel and help me be able to make some more videos, because yeah, it's really difficult to make a lot of these videos, but hopefully I can get better at it and actually start making more videos. I'm wanting to make more videos, but it's surprisingly difficult. So yeah, anyway, that's my whole entire little spiel about supporting the channel, but you guys already know it. You understand why it's important. I just want to keep flying around. The server's so amazing to check out the builds. There's so many high quality builds. This server has probably one of the highest densities of awesome builds to any server I've ever seen. There's just consistently so many high quality builds, and we don't even have shaders on. Like, can you appreciate that? Like, I didn't turn on shaders on purpose. Yeah, I need to stop. I need to stop. I could continue on forever. This server is just an unlimited source of building inspiration and actually some historical stuff. Like, it's very picky. I warned you, so we're good. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great, wonderful, sublime day. God bless, and I will catch you in the next one.